Hello, I just relapsed. I was on day 5, no, I was on day 6. I almost made it to 1 week, but I fell short, didn't I? Because I don't know what that is, but I should have reached a week of NoFap, really. I could have done if I would have pushed myself, but you know, it was social media because it kind of triggered my hind brain, my lizard brain, to relapse with nothing else to do, with being on social media so frequently. And I know I said, oh, I'm in the present moment, I'm doing everything all right, but yesterday I kind of relapsed in that regard, and I was just, I just got home and I wasn't with it. I was unfocused, I was undisciplined. I didn't get everything I wanted to done until like 11 o'clock at night. And then I just, I just fapped today because it was the first possible excuse. Maybe I shouldn't beat myself up over this. There's no use crying over spilt milk. But maybe I could have uh, just held off for a little while longer. It's just that the people, and this is what my hindbrain used as an excuse, the people came out. It's not me, it's my addiction. I can't help it, it's my addiction that's just separate from me. It's a separate entity, it has its separate mind, it has its separate body, crawling in fucking thought lizards. But I I hid in my bedroom because it made me think, oh, you're gonna fuck up these conversations with the people who are coming out to deliver the bed. You may as well just hide in your room because you have nothing to say anyway. And then I started worrying about the cat being crushed and all this stupid shit, And I hid in my room. I fapped. I looked at porn. Even though I've done 2 meditations desensitizing myself to it, specifically being on sort of building up the resistance, building up this, cultivating this feeling of disgust towards negative habits that distract you and take you away from your goals. And yesterday I noticed that because it started there, I didn't meditate yesterday that much. Well, I think I did. I did some zazen, but I was just jumping from thought to thought to thought to thought. I didn't have that today after the meditation, but my brain, my hindbrain, I was just still on autopilot. I was just still drifting, and even though I woke up with the intention to read a book, meditate, work, I got triggered by my work. Copywriting, I was looking up, I was doing research on people, demographics and groups. I went on Reddit. I've just a second relapse. I haven't even washed my hands. But I went on Reddit. I just started looking. I wasn't looking at this stuff, but I was looking at erectile dysfunction because I was just training myself because I saw an advert saying that they need people to work and making adverts for erectile dysfunction. I had no intention of working for them because I'd have to upload my CV and I'm pretty embarrassed by it. Embarrassment is one of the feelings that, and the sort of fear of rejection. Like if I were to just have the intention next time to just submit the advert, maybe it would have been different. But with the subject of ED, I was reading about all these men having sex with their girlfriends, and then it triggered me to, because this is how I sort of jump from thought to thought, and I'm doing it now in my explanation. This is totally uncharismatic, but Sorry, I was just looking. I had these sort of thought from ED when I saw people talking about having sex with their girlfriend. I jumped from that thought to thinking about to sort of looking at people and their relationship advice, looking at red pill stuff. And then I jumped from that because I'm single, I'm not in a relationship, so it's going to feed off the guilt as well, and it's going to put me in a cycle of guilt. I jumped from that into watching full blown porn by looking at pornographic sort of adverts, even though that's nothing to do with what I'm doing. It's nothing to do with erectile dysfunction. I was writing an advert for some pills. I wasn't doing like, oh, you want your dick to look bigger, and it has a picture of a cucumber with a condom on it. I have no relation to any of that. And I'm obviously quite worked up because I almost reached a week of NoFap, but then I fapped. Because I escalated into watching hentai because of those people who rejected me, those women who rejected me and called me a robot. Actually, all of them had hentai pictures, profile pictures, and it just sort of, well, it was anime, but it just sort of resonated in my mind and triggered me into looking at this stuff. And it's a shame, really, because I intended to make this vlog. I intended to make it whilst walking, going for one of those walks that I usually go for. That's what I intended to do, and then now I've relapsed. It's just kicked the shit out of it. I just don't feel. I mean, I'll do it on my own anyway, but like with filming, going around there, and it's just, I feel claustrophobic after my relapse. I feel as though that's what happens. It makes you feel claustrophobic in your own body, in your own skin, and then you're just riddled with thought lizards. And I just really feel uncomfortable with that feeling, with sort of rubbing up against scales, just scales dripping down my forehead. And I would like to quit, and I will tell my therapist next time he calls. I will say to him, or I might even send him a message, that I've relapsed. I kind of had a sense of the present moment for like 3 days, from day 1 to day 4 of NoFap. I had a sense of the present moment, and then I just lost it. And it probably was because of like social media. It probably was because of sort of looking for jobs, caring about what other people think, just making all these different accounts and getting worked up and trying to like cultivate some sort of image. And I can't really say for sure because it's my hindbrain and I don't understand anything about the internal processes going on in the back of my head, other than like the basic sort of 12th grade psychology. I don't know anything. I am ignorant in this area. I know about the dopamine system, the reward system, and the basics of NoFap, but it's just that when you're in like the negative moment and not the positive moment, just the negative sort of testosterone-laden animalistic rage, you can't associate that in the moment. Well, this is what I find, this is what my hindbrain's telling me right now, probably. I can't associate that with porn, I can't think like that. I just think, oh, it's just one picture, it's just one advert, and I can't catch myself in the moment, and just pull myself away. I have no sort of, well, you could say discipline over my urges, I haven't built that discipline up. But I'm working on it because I'm proud to announce that I've reached 66 sessions of meditation, which will help anyway. But this is like in general. over the last 14 days, I've listened to 66 sessions on YouTube, or like combined, and listened to music and breathed and whatnot. It's pretty unbelievable. In 14 days, I've got 66 sessions. I don't even know if I've actually built the habit right, but I think I'm ready for cold showers. I think cold showers are what I need to implement next. Started working out at home. I have my own sort of home workout going on. It's a shame that I couldn't be present enough to take this phone out with me, because I was having an argument with my dad, wasn't I, about the bed before they brought it. I had to hide in my room and fap. The hindbrain had to lead me like a sheep to hide in my bedroom and fap, And it's a shame that I couldn't show you a little wishing well near here, and I was actually going to do a vlog up there. But I will do it eventually, I'll get around to that. NoFap is the best way to build social skills, because I've been speaking to other people online, and they all suggested go on a dopamine detox, go on to NoFap, you've got to do over 90 days, and I was like, no. You see, because it's in the state where I'm in now, I'm still down bad. I'm still down bad. I'm unemployed. I am just sort of learning the skills, going through the basics, the fundamentals and whatever. And I don't know that much about NoFap. I'm not that into my fitness. I am just a noob, with helping myself, and the way I'm being treated at the moment is that I should just sort of, this is a conversation with a friend that I had online. He said that I should just sort of, I'm in no position to lead, I should just sort of be led, and I don't know whether documenting my journey actually helps me, or whether it's just sort of me just verbalizing. I don't know when, whatever,